Puro. Is it Puro or Puro? Step on the black coom. He can still feel that. What? Good. I'm glad you didn't run away or throw anything at my face. As you can see, I am not a so-called monster. Just a normal, nothing special monster who wants to be better. Actually, I'm no different than those things that you've seen before who want to transfer you. In fact, please try not to follow me. The consequences are very serious. Well, I've seen just myself. My name is Puro. I'm a black latex monster. If I have a gender, I think I would be male. I guess you were the one who was locked in that room. I'm not very good at writing, but I hope the hints I wrote helped you to understand the situation better. I wrote it up and posted it on that wall. So, are you disappointed? The one who led you here isn't human? However, humans are still an excellent species. You really made it. You came all the way to the library by yourself. Sorry, this place is a mess. I haven't cleaned it yet. It must have been the power failure that made your capsule open. At that moment, I realized that you were finally going to wake up. I've never had a conversation with anybody before. Nobody else speaks here. I might be bad at it, but I will try my best to answer your questions. It's a great honor to have a conversation with a real human. I've studied here for ages, probably for this very moment. It's a great honor to talk with the species who created us. So, what would you like to ask? How can you talk? What's your plan? Building info? How can you talk? Incredible, right? I was the same as those dark creatures you saw outside, until one day I came to this library. And I took an interest in these books, and the language you humans created. It was strange, but I started to look at these books filled with strange symbols and pictures. It fascinated me. I read as many as I could, but I eventually started to notice the patterns, repeated words, and labeled pictures. But I'm the only one who had the desire to learn. None of the others had the same interest in studying. I surprised myself that I learned to talk. Studying this was super hard, but I really wanted to improve myself. Human language, culture, and their entire world fascinated me so much. Okay, so this shows that these guys, the intelligence of these beings are exceptionally smart. Because again, we don't know how long I've been knocked out, but let's say it was for a couple months. He learned this over a couple months, bruh. It would be awesome if I was a human. At least I learned to see better without motion sensing, but it's still such a challenge for me to read. Improve yourself, studying. Yes, my species was created from a failed sample that humans produced. So I know that I'm naturally weak. But I've also read that humans used to be very weak as well, millennia ago. Maybe there could be a high IQ creature like me who could lead this kind to build their own civilization like humanity did. I know it sounds stupid, but no matter what happens, I still want to give it a try. I try to better myself because because fucking speech impediments. Because I want to be kind. I want my kind to be better. Jesus fucking Christ. I want my kind to be better. I don't want my kind to be doomed to failure and extinction. I want to be better. Evolution. This is a lot of questions. We are going to be here for a while. Alright. Evolution. I believe you've already seen those impressive crystals on the way here. When we die, our bodies dissipate. Only this white mask remains. After our mask falls to the ground, it sprouts the same type of crystals which you saw on the way here. The crystals break eventually, producing new creatures. Sometimes, a few of them turn out to be different than the rest. I am one of these. The ones that can fly and the big guy are evolved more than most. The normal ones, like me, were created using wolf's DNA. There's so many oh my god. Alright, I mean, I never saw what it looked like. I couldn't see into the capsules. But you turned out to be really, really weak. And not very big. Really. Even escape from that big tail was pretty much... That was a tail? Pretty much difficult, wasn't it? Before, I was planning to lead you here and use your body for my own. But to tell you the truth, I was really disappointed when I... Yeah, you're definitely not being thanked the first run, bruh. Looking at you, you're all thin and weak. It's a miracle that you even managed to get here at all. We can only choose a host once, before we're stuck with them. I'm not sure if I'd say you were worth it. That makes me feel so good about myself, Puro. Lovely. Anyway, let's go touch your cum. Feel parts of ourselves no matter where they are. I can feel it when you step on it, so please don't step on it. Okay. Well, back to dialogue we go. wants to be transferred? Never mind, I'm just kidding. So would you like to ask? See, now the plan is that I have to walk into him. Because he said that. So, real quick. I'm pretty sure I can just come back up here. But real quick, before I die, I'm going to save. And we're going to walk up into him. Actually recognized that. Okay, I guess we can't get transferred around. Alright, nice. Alright, how can you talk? Yada yada yada. We're good to be skipping so much. Prove yourself. I probably should ask a different question. Because it's just going to lead to the same questions anyway. Not very smart. Humanity. Aha. It's ironic that after humans made us, they just disappeared. Or they left this building and moved to another place. They're dead. And transferred. That's what happened. I don't know exactly what happened. It's pretty... You can... Did you not read the note? I guess you couldn't read yet. Well, no, because he had to walk past the notes that you left me. Bruh. Okay. This building provides good protection. It has a great sterilization system and good preservation conditions. The virus can't be spread outside. So you know about the virus, so you know what happened to us. Huh? People would be safe inside, but other people could. I read that when they wanted to destroy all of us failed samples, the big riot happened here. People outside knew that scientists were finding a cure for the virus. Then people outside just rushed into the building. They ransacked everything in this building and tried to find these things called vaccines and serums. But those scientists weren't planning to give it to everyone, only for a small sheltered group of humans, for them to survive and not let humanity become extinct. The rioters ruined everything in this building. Research couldn't continue, and then the latex creatures broke out and now rule this place. Questions lead to questions. Oh boy. I'm not too sure we're going to answer everything. I mean, I'm going to try, but I'm probably going to miss a few things. Patients and scientists had a big conflict. Scientists explained to them how they were treating the patients. But it sounded ridiculous to try and cure them by changing their DNA and turning them into another creature. Then the big riot started. Humans started to fight each other using iron sticks that shoot fire. Those things are very, very powerful. When they were fighting each other, a transferred person slipped into the crowd. Everything became chaotic. Half the crowd is turned and the rest run off while still attacking. Because of the riot, we escaped with our lives. Then our hunting began. I know all these things from the big dragon guy. He's super old. How? Okay, how long have I been here then? How long? Alrighty. I was very young at the time. So I've probably been there for years then, huh? Don't be transferred, never mind, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what would you like to ask? Can you talk? Improve yourself. Was there questions after evolution? I don't remember. 5 years. Okay, 5 years. I'll probably learn that later, but it doesn't matter. Is there questions after the evolution? I don't remember. I'm assuming that's a nay, so we'll just go back to humanity. Yada yada yada. Riots. Show the group. No, okay. There are people grouping together in this building because they commissioned the vaccine plans. They hired scientists to create a vaccine and save themselves. Pretty sure he came here as a test subject. They apparently kidnapped people to help them. Of course, in the end, they failed. Shelters, latex creatures. You may already know, but we are the failed samples, and because we have our own lines, the humans we transfer lose their own. They didn't want to be that at all. So they moved us all up to the idle office on the upper floors. They tried to destroy us, but guess what? Some escaped. It still scares me whenever I think about it. Other latex creatures escaped during the big raid as well, and they really messed up the place. They conquered here after the humans left. Then this place became our hunting area. Failure. Even though we can change our host DNA, our host will also change us. After a human has been transferred, they lose their minds. They become a new creature. They'll think they're a dark latex creature. With scientists, they didn't want this to happen. They only wanted to change humans' DNA, not their minds. Because of this, predetermined failures. Of course, this wasn't the only reason. There were other reasons, like being smarter than they expected, and not listening to what they said. Okay. Assimilation. After we assimilate a human, they will lose their minds briefly, and we gain energy from them. But after a while, we start changing the host DNA. When we absorb enough of the energy from our host, we let them out. We let them out of our bodies, and they become one of us. If we only want them, if we only want to make ourselves stronger, we take energy from hosts. But I'm not sure how exactly they lose their minds. If you're curious, you could find one of my friends and try it yourself. Just kidding. Genes. Humans have been on top of the food chain for a long time. They are remarkable creatures, but they don't care much for others. This virus may be a sort of judgment for them. It may be true that we parasitize on humans, but humans also parasitize the world. Don't worry about us. We'll still survive, even if there are no humans left. Animals can be hosts too. What? You don't care? How'd you read my thoughts? How'd you care? No, don't do that. How about you? I've wondered, after humans have been transferred, are they still themselves? It changes their DNA and appearance, but could you still call them human? Their bodies, thoughts, and compositions are all changed. Do they completely stop being human? It's so confusing. It's like asking, after ice changes into water, is it still ice? It's a philosophical question. I've never liked philosophy. No, if ice melts, it's no longer ice. If the genes change, it's no longer human, because we classify things through their genes. So if the gene changes, not human. That's just basic science. So, you know. Yeah. Okay. We're almost done with this specific section, I hope. Unless there's 3 questions after this studying, which lead to 3 more questions each. Studying. It's super boring, but also taught me a lot. It was very hard to learn the letters, very hard indeed, but it was a miracle that I managed to do it. I'm grateful to these books. Because of them, I didn't hunt you down mindlessly. For my own sake, I need studying. I need to study hard to better myself. I need these books to strengthen my species and myself. Then I'll go outside and see what the real world is. Knowledge. Writing makes communication easier, and you can experience things without doing them yourself. All humans create writing. That's amazing. Sometimes I really wish I was human. Unfortunately, we can't choose our fate. The other artificial creatures all have their own fates as well. We cannot change it. What if it must be like this, so be it. I'm a monster anyway. I'll just keep reading more books. Haha. Oh god. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Basically doing a fucking visual novel right now. Become human. Humans have strong bodies, intelligence, antibodies, etc. You guys have everything. Just look at me. Only a part is strong. The rest of me is soft and sticky and super weak. I really want to be a human. Humans are the best creatures I've ever seen. I'm so envious of you, human. This is... I don't want to not be human, but you know, it just is what it is, I guess. I'm fine, don't be worried. Better. Maybe I'm saying too much, but I absolutely must be better, so I can keep learning, even though I can't write properly yet. I'm most interested in the strange genre called fiction. Fiction's awesome. However, you turned out to be much weaker than I expected. I can't exactly continue planning anymore. Fate. Books that are written by you humans always mention the word fate. It's strange that you guys believe in fate, but simultaneously don't. Unfortunately, fate led you here instead of letting those later creatures transfer you. They transferred us many fucking times. Fate led us to meet each other. Fate is a wonderful thing. Fate is not wonderful. I'm interested in how your fate will turn out. Will it let you escape from the building or not? It depends on the dialogue options I pick. Don't look at me. I can't help you. I can't even go outside myself. Please don't lead into questions. Please, for the love of God, Snow. Please, don't let this lead into 3 more questions. Please. My species is new to this world. If we don't improve ourselves now, then it will be hard to do so in the future. But I'm certain we can do better than those white latex. I've tried to get my friends to read some books, but they just ate them. It's a long story on how I learned these things. Regardless, I'm happy that I'm the first one. That's why I call myself Puro. Fuck you! Outside. Everything I know I've learned from books. You probably know more than me. I've never left this building. I was born here. You could say this is my entire world. Living on a planet and studying is in the rest of the universe, it's not so easy. Maybe these creatures outside only eat latex. Huh? No. No, they do not. Okay. White latex. Yeah, they're outside the door. They're really white. No different from us. They ran. You just ran by one of them. Do you not remember? White latex creatures control a lot of places that are way nicer than ours. So, I need to be better than them. That has slightly racist connotations that I don't want to talk about. That I probably should. You. I'm Pearl, a male. Don't think that if you scratch my belly, I'll roll on the ground just because I'm like a wolf. As for gender, it only affects appearance. Both can reproduce by splitting, and both can transfer people. Gender is not important to us. Why are you looking at me like that? Well, I'm not. Other people maybe. For the love of... Okay, you know nothing about the outside. There's no possible way. There's no possible way this can lead into... 3 more questions. No possible way. Anyway, Puro or Eevee? I don't know much about Puro. For now, it's Eevee. I can see that you... And also, he called me fucking weak. I mean, he's not wrong, but still. I can see that you really want to escape. That it's true, it's not safe here. You could e-transfer at any time in this place, but it's difficult to escape. This building is super tall. You can't jump off the building like those white hooded guys I've read. Assassin's Creed moment. And you can't fit into the ventilation pipes either. You can only run from those latex creatures. Human, you're weak. But your humans are very smart. Maybe there's a chance that you could escape. Escape from the tower. You already saw the balcony, didn't you? You should know how high it is. You can't jump off either. My mask would break. Or I can't jump off either. My mask would break. If you could somehow find something that lets you fly, then you could try jumping. Air vent. This building may be impenetrable, but it has a lot of ventilation pipes. For us, it's super convenient way to move around. But sometimes my mask gets stuck on things. You could make yourself small, like... If you could make yourself small like an alien stuff, you could use them. At least these are small. Smart. Using my hints, you've escaped from... I've not really used your hints. Well, monsters passed by the big guy and came to me. That's something that required a lot of intelligence to do. That big guy only admires creatures who are smart and have a strong determination. That big guy is the leader of the Dark Latex. I tried to teach him a few words myself. Oh, and I told him if he saw a human pass by, please send him to me. I'm glad he remembered. Yeah, only after I fucking got to him. Piece of shit. This game can get very kinky. I've seen. I've seen. Okay, we can finally move on to what's your plan. It was a long time ago. I went upstairs to try and find some information about the world. There I discovered info that said that there's still a human in one of those capsules. Then I found the room where you were locked in. I wrote all the clues I could think of that could help you lead me to you, even breaking the 4th wall by telling you to use arrow keys to move, because humans can do that in real life. If you have to get out of here quickly and keep wandering around this building, you will be transferred by those latex creatures. My general plan was to use the last human as a host, and I could be better and stronger. Even though you've been kidnapped, it may have been a blessing. You missed the plague outbreak and survived. I don't know whether you'd call that lucky or unlucky, but now I'm sure you're the only human in this building. I've never left the building, so I'm not sure how it is outside. Where did the humans go? You might have to prepare for the worst. I'm pretty sure all the humans are fucking dead. Same for me. You're so weak and thin, I'm not interested in you for now. You don't have to worry. You say for now. I'm going to stab someone. I'm literally going to stab someone. Kidnapping. I'm not entirely sure if you were kidnapped or not, but I doubt you volunteered for this. Maybe they kidnapped you because you were special somehow. You slept for a long time, only using the machine that kept you alive. I'm sorry. Plague. From what I know, this virus was an ancient virus originally frozen in the southern pole, because I thought you said it came from the north, because humans destroyed the environment. Sorry, environment so much, it caused the virus to escape. The virus started spreading from the ocean and into the rivers, and onto the land. It spread everywhere. The virus can't harm any creatures but humans. When humans touch or eat any animals that have been infected, humans will be infected too. The virus hides itself very well. When humans finally notice, it's almost 60% of the humans... If you finally noticed it, almost 6% of humans were already infected. The outbreak happened, and then you woke up. That's about it. What about me? It's quite a hard question. I never think about these kinds of things. It's been so boring that there wasn't anyone I could talk to. It was horrible that nobody could understand me. Before now, I was planning to lead you here and use you as a host. But now I've changed my mind. I'll watch you for now. However, it's very boring here. Please let me talk with you a little more. maybe I can be helping you something. To study humans, it must be an interesting thing to do. I've done almost every single piece of dialogue with you. What more could you possibly have to say? Building info. If you want to keep searching this place and escape, you must overcome lots of dangers, but if you made it this far, that means you've got what it takes to escape this building. Lots of doors in this building are closed as well. The doors are sturdy, and most of them have passcodes. Not even I could get through them. Like the room you were locked in. Try to keep going. I can't help you escape, but if you have any questions, please ask. It's so dangerous for me to search around this building. I'm going to stab you, Puro. Ground floor. It's just the first door, the one that connects to the outside. I've never seen it myself. I've never been outside before. To leave where we were born and go to a completely unfamiliar environment. I may be a monster, but it's still very frightening to me. Some of my friends were brave. They packed up and left, but none of them have returned. I'm just a coward and a nerd. I've been waiting for you all this time. Even though you're weaker than I expected, I never expected you to have such a weak body. If you get stronger, maybe I'll reconsider taking you as a host. You bitch. Anyway, the bottom floor of this building is the research area. Disorganized and super dangerous. Difficulty. You've only passed the upper layer of this building. Downstairs will be more dangerous than it is. You'll need to prepare because of the right. Most of the doors are closed, plus lots of visitors are blocking the way. It's hard to say if you, a small human can escape this place. Just do your best.